There, we're live. Theoretically speaking, we are live. I gotta go tell a couple of people that that's what we're doing.
Yes, that grammar
Yeah,
is very important.
Maybe
take
whoever's
that.
watching, they also have goose stories like that.
Give me a. You take care of that, Mayor. I'm uploading another podcast episode.
My
I don't
only
know
goose
who
story
else
is I kind of recreated Abbey Road, the Beatles album, one time
Oh,
because there's like 5 or 6 geese walking across the road, and I'm like, I'm gonna take that picture, and it kind of, if you squint at it a little bit, kind of looks like Abbey Road, but with
oh,
geese.
that's nice. Yeah. Oh yeah, Mayor. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. You know the wildlife sanctuary? They have their whole geese thing. You can feed them with the corn, the dry corn.
Yep.
Yeah. Um. So the cousin and Nevea, my sister, we were doing that, and they were getting mean to each other. So I started pointing at the ones being bullies. And I was like, "Look at them!" And one of the bullies full on just put my whole finger in their whole gullet. I was like, that oddly, it didn't hurt. It was just offensive. I'm like, how dare you?
Hold on, I'll record this one for
That's
Flame real quick. Hey everybody, we're live. Come check us out. Burning Brim Entertainment on YouTube. Come take a listen.
Thanks, man. I'm kind of in the middle of trying to get. I just got Audacity working, so I'm downloading and exporting a bunch of the podcast files to get them up and going.
that's when you learn that geese have like little pseudo teeth.
It was the weirdest sensation. It was like scraping more than actually like getting pinched or anything. And the little ducks, they were like little fiends themselves. They were feathering each other over the corn. I'm like,
Oh,
this seems toxic.
ducks are a menace to society.
Yes, they are.
Like
Yeah.
ducks are a menace to society and an affront to nature. So
I want
Yeah.
to quickly
So I'm told.
apologize to everybody that watches. I thought that we were able to just leave the live streams as is. I didn't realize that YouTube yoinks them and puts them in an archive, so I've been working on. Well, I didn't have to work on it very hard. I'm just in the future will be uploading the YouTube or the episodes properly after we're done airing them.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, found that out.
Huh.
Thankfully, not the hard way, just annoying.
Yeah.
Let me get the intermission up.
stuff just started disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they kicked it out of our
That explains it, yeah.
what was it, the stupid playlist.
Yeah. Apparently, you've got like if you want that, you have to go to our live stream playlist, and even that's not always fully there.
Yeah, only we can see that, apparently.
Yeah, I didn't realize that.
This heat is abysmal.
Mhm.
I do not feel well.
I feel like I give kudos to people who willingly live in these conditions, and they're happy about it.
Oh, crazy.
See, that's the thing. They're not really happy. If you've ever been to like Phoenix, they make that like they give lip service to being happy, but then they try to hit you with it's just a dry heat, and then you just want to slap them.
I would
It's still hot.
I would
Yeah.
be willing to put up with this though to have the winters that they have. This is an easy trade.
Eh.
It depends. My car doesn't get stuck in the driveway in the summertime. I do gotta say that.
I don't have to drive 22 miles an hour for a 35-minute drive in in the uh in the summer, so I'll take that.
But honestly, given our location, if we only have to deal with severe heat and severe cold, and I had to deal with hurricanes, earthquakes, major stuff like that. Like
No.
once in a while, we'll get a scare with tornadoes, but it's just a tease.
Give me your, just like what the Statue of Liberty says. Give me your earthquakes. Give me your hurricanes. Give me your tornadoes. Give me your tsunamis. So long as you're not sending me your snowflakes.
See, and that's where we differ.
I would.
But I see earthquakes and the devastation, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Seems like a hassle.
A hurricane could hit at the same time as a earthquake swallows me whole, and I just say, hey, at least I didn't have to shovel.
What's your thoughts on
See,
sinkholes?
it doesn't help that the only place in the continental United States where the weather is allegedly perfect year round is a place you couldn't pay me to live. So
I'm trying to figure that out. I don't know where that would be.
Not get into it.
Oh, okay.
just ask yourself a couple of questions, Thunder. What does Trucker hate the most?
You seem
you'll
to
come
really struggle
come-
in the heat.
you'll come to the answer fairly quickly. I'm from the South. I can tolerate the heat. I don't like it,
Yeah.
but there are things that I dislike even more.
He came from the worst kind of heat. He came from Louisiana. That takes everything that everybody hates about heat and amps it up to 1,000.
Yeah.
I
And isn't
came
it
from
pigeon?
a place where
Oh.
no, I mean I came from a place where the humidity was always very, very, very high. So like the people in Phoenix, right? They're like, it's a dry heat. The only part of their statement that is, correct, that, immediately doesn't make me hate them, is the humidity is always low enough to where
Mhm.
the body's natural response to trying to cool itself off actually works.
Mhm.
But when you're in my original neck of the woods, the air is so wet, your sweat doesn't evaporate, so it does not cool you off. It just makes you wet and miserable.
That's why I hate humidity. That's why I hate Florida so much. It's because of the humidity. But David doesn't want to hear that reasoning, or Mayor doesn't want to hear that reasoning.
You won't be. You might as well give him my full name, address, and social security number.
About to say, yeah, you're still.
You keep
Aren't we live?
doxing me. Yes.
It's hard.
It's okay, Thunder. We like you.
And what? Is there anyone even watching?
Well, they
They're
can
one
watch
person.
it later.
Yeah.
Kind of the whole point.
Yeah.
It only
Yeah.
becomes a problem if you throw last names out there.
Oh no. I never say his
could
last
all-
name for anything.
We could all go by code names, like in any heist movie ever. Could do
Well, isn't that technically just
Yeah,
our
it's
Discord?
exactly
Our
what we've
Discord
been doing
names
the
would
whole
be our
time.
code name. Yes.
we could do the Reservoir Dog things and just go colors.
I'm red. I call it.
Damn it.
Orange. No,
Green!
we'll forget that in a while.
Why
Because
would
green is the best.
Why would we confuse people by adding another layer of names to the layer of name soup?
I'm just saying, I'm red skinned, so I have to be red. That's the way it goes.
I'm gonna start smoking.
I mean, God. You best share it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Anyway, I don't know how much longer this combat is gonna go for, so I'd like to get that started. Where you guys left off was indeed the combat. So let me get the music playing. It's the same one from last week, just so that nobody gets confused. started it all over again. I made sure to end at the top of the turn order here, so oh wait, before I get going, I finally did the thing that I've been talking about doing for weeks. I have art or a token finally made for Lamb Soft, so here he is right there. I've got some for Thessia, so there she is. And we got Mr. Richie. That's pretty great. But Lilith, it's your
Richie?
turn.
Yeah. Okay. Let me. I think my plan was to just stay here and just. Because we still get advantage if I stay right there.
Well, you don't get advantage. You get whatever bonus to AC Flame said.
You're still within the phalanx of light, right?
Oh,
You
that's
get a plus. You're getting a +2 to your AC because it's half cover and half cover is +2 to AC.
okay. Well, let's roll and see if I even hit.
Okay.
19 plus 11. Someone do the math for that.
We didn't hear
that
what
would
you
be
said.
30?
We didn't hear what you
19
said.
plus 11.
30.
30.
Yeah. Does that hit the AC?
Sure.
Okay. And then.
Yeah, I'm laughing too.
Wait, no, is
No,
this the
'cause I-
friend?
You've already done it.
I
Roll
think-
your damage.
Gosh dang it.
I came up with a joke answer to the question. 1911. 19 plus 11 equals what? I wanted to say 45 so bad.
I rolled dismal. 7 damage. With the cleansing dagger, but that's not
Okay.
Yeah.
Thessia is starting to
I
look like
forgot
she's
the
going to
friend.
attack you very soon. You and Yorman both screwed this up, so now Thessia is not happy with either of you.
Whoa! What did I do? I haven't touched it. That
Oh,
was
yeah, it was-
chaos.
Yeah, it was you two up on the top row here are currently not looking very brilliant. We have
Fan
That's a
of it,
great
but I have
roll,
not
too.
Fucking instigated it.
Oh man, it's your turn.
Alrighty. Time to start swinging on yellow with my cleansing spear. That's 23 to hit.
That'll hit him.
Come on, sheep, open up. There we go. Two-handed. 6. Put those out of the way. Alright, so 11 piercing damage and 5 cleansing damage for 16 total damage altogether
Alright,
for the first strike.
Yep, he's still up.
Second swing. Oh boy, a critical. Oh boy, here I go doing the big damage again. No! Damn it, I dropped the dice. Where'd it go? Oh, dang it. I think I have a second D8 here. Alright. 23 damage altogether, but the cleansing damage is 11.
Excellent. You take that guy out as well.
Actually, hold on. Up here. That's flanking.
There you go.
With Laments off. I'm gonna whirl about on a roundhouse into Red Blue's head.
Red Blues help here.
Advantage.
Where-
'cause that is.
Weren't those guys in my radius?
red, blue.
Don't you
was.
have
Why?
like?
I could have sworn they were inside the cube. I'm sorry.
No, the
I think they're like right outside of the cube.
yeah. I never moved any of these tokens around.
So yeah.
Huh.
Altogether, that's a 23 to hit.
All right.
Unarmed damage is D8. All right. 11 bludgeoning.
Good enough.
Just kicked him right in the neck, and the head just folds the other way around my foot. Ugh! Get off me!
I will remind you, just for everybody's sake, that blue box is fire. So, all of these guys are currently burning right now. Alright, that was your turn. It looks like we got Richie up next. What does Richie want to do? Yeah, it's something that was going to be quite good.
You can do it, Richie.
Richie's
Can do
going
it.
5, 10, 15. Oh, that was 15, 20,
How did a D8 go?
25,
All those push-ups,
30.
they're all for this.
If he's going to hold an action if somebody gets close to him, and we'll see where that concludes. But we've got Yorman, you're up next.
Alrighty. Okay. Just wanted to check on something real quick.
Get rid of the
Bonus
Like-
action. I'm gonna move the Phalanx Light. I basically have to delete it and then remake it where I'm moving it.
That's fine.
I don't want it there. I still want it touching me. Am I fucking losing my shit?
It's like, get in there, Richie.
Can't-
Put that fresh pump to work.
There, that's what I wanted.
There you go. And
So that was my bonus action.
okay, do I have to do anything on my turn right now, or
Let me read. Let me read over it real quick. I think. As a bonus action, a hostile creature that enters the cube for its first time on its turn or starts its turn there. So, no, because as soon as it hits their turn, the two in the front will immediately have to make dexterity saving throws.
right?
Then I'm going to. I'm gonna stay in this spot. Actually, I'm gonna stay in this spot, and I'm going to hook a spear, not a spear, but a javelin, over at red green there.
Red, green. Okay.
Just give me two. Hook a javelin if my javelin wants to load. 18 on the die for 28 altogether.
That'll hit red, green. You said. Okay.
Yeah, I do get to add a 1d8 to this. So it is taking. So it's taking 9 piercing damage and 8 radiant damage.
Where's the radiant coming from?
My improved divine smite. That's just on any of my attacks now.
Oh, okay.
The attacks with a weapon.
Gotcha. Yeah, he drops. I will say, good news, bad news. What do you want first?
Bad news.
Bad news. That javelin's not coming back. It's on fire.
That's fine. This is shit from my first. This is stuff I had since I started this game. Can I hit red orange where I'm at?
What's the range on the javelin?
believe javelins are 20 feet. Range is
60.
30 to 120.
Okay. Well, you would need to move up a square if you were going to do that because of Lamb and Soft.
I can't mark it? Okay. Yeah, you know what? I'll take a step up and do it. I don't think a 14 hits it.
It's actually exactly what you need.
Oh shit. Okay. That's kind of sad damage there. 8 piercing, 2 radiant.
He's still up.
That'll be my turn then.
Okay, we've got Creepy Johnny, who's going to start chipping down at, chipping away at these fellas. What do I got? Okay, right. Go for that attack, see what he gets. He gets enough. Yeah, he's got allies, so this is gonna be insane. It's almost every D6 that I have. I hate you, rogues.
Rogues are the best.
Too many dice.
It really is.
They kind of tone it down in Pathfinder for them, but they just get other fucking abilities.
I've noticed.
Oh my lord, that was a hefty roll.
Yo, Johnny's double digits at least. Like, from that roll, I'm gonna say 13, level 13 or 12, maybe?
I mean, we're level 13.
Yeah, it makes sense he's like our level or maybe a level lower or higher.
Yeah, that was a meaty chunk of damage. Pink up there is not looking so good. That was his turn. Elijah, it's your turn.
Is Pink in my range?
Let me, check. I'd have to move you up a
We
couple of
gotta-
spaces, but they will be.
So I've got a heavy crossbow, so
Yeah, you'll be fine. I just gave you a safety. I basically moved you up for safety.
that's fine. How far away are they?
They are 45 feet. Pink is, at least.
Okay. Bonus action, he's got my hunter's mark on him now.
Okay.
Pink. I'm gonna go for an infantry shot. Shot number 1. 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's a D10 and a D6. 6 total.
Okay.
Shot number 2. 20 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll Hunter's Mark twice on this one, then. Or did you do that the first time?
No, I added the D6 on the first roll too.
Okay. That's fine.
I think it's still a D6 for me.
Yeah, it should be.
D10, D6. 10 damage.
That was good damage. He's looking pretty rough now.
That's my turn.
Alright. If that's Elijah's turn, we're on the enemy turn. So let's start with who's left. Red, orange. Well, we'll start off with him immediately taking damage because he's in fire. Sorry, I gotta write down the proper health for Pink before I start doing the math on that. Okay. That is 7 or 5. 11 damage. You watch the flames start to consume Orange as there's just nothing that he can do. Or Red-Orange, rather, I apologize. Red-Purple still looks pretty good. Let's see how Red-Purple fares. He's going to try to move towards Laminsoff, but he's got to make a dex save first. Gotta pull up Richie's sheet so that I can do this honestly. Okay, yeah, he's... That's not happening. Homeboy's currently prone, which means he's now going to be taking some damage for doing that. Oops. He's looking particularly bad and on fire. Red is not going to do anything and is going to hold their turn. Blue is also going to hold their turn. And then it is up to... Green has to make that, what, wisdom save? Or is it a dex save?
All four. Green, orange, purple, and pink, if they start their turns, have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, it's dex, got it. I will roll. Those will start with, who are on the top? Is that green and orange?
Yep.
Green natural 20s, so he's taking nothing.
Okay.
Orange has a 13, though.
Orange fails. So orange is taking 8 piercing damage and 13 radiant damage. And I will let you know, to all things that are not considered allies, in this cube, it is considered difficult terrain for them.
Alright, now let's do red and pink, or, sorry, purple and pink. Pink got a 19 and purple got a 8.
So purple is taking that 8 piercing and 13 radiant. Pink is taking 4 piercing and 7 radiant.
Well, wait, so... I'm sorry, purple's taking which one again?
Purple's taking the full damage. It'll take 8 piercing and 13 radiant.
And then pink, who passed, was taking 4 and what?
4 and 7.
Good for you. That was all you needed on him.
My shtick, man. You can drop them.
Alright,
Drop their shit.
let's get with the rest of their turn. Orange will have that half movement, so 10, 20,
Don't you dare
30.
get off my lawn. Oh.
I'm going to say, for the sake of this turn, green is not going to take that effect because they have nat 20'd this thing. Unless there's extreme protest.
Yes, because it doesn't matter if they take damage or not. As long as they're an enemy, it's considered difficult terrain. Because there's like basically that's
okay,
entire
that's
things
not,
filled
that
with
is not
like
part of the save,
spirits.
is what you're saying.
No, the difficult
Okay.
terrain is no matter what.
Okay, gotcha.
Even if you take no damage.
10, 15, 20, 30. That sucks for Lilith.
Get off my lawn.
Don't forget you have a +2 to AC.
I ain't worried.
Does a 17 hit you?
Actually, no.
Okay. Does much less than a 17 hit you?
No.
Okay, I'll believe you just this once, I guess.
Yeah,
Uh,
I promise. Scout's honor.
let's see, we're up to... We got orange out of the way, so we're on purple real quick. Who's going to... 5... Or, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're not able to do anything. We are going to go to... let's see. Okay, that's technically the end of their turn. However, you see 6 more pop up.
Oh, Jesus.
You guys didn't get combat for a while. You asked for combat.
I didn't ask for it.
I'm not bitching. I'm happy.
Not complaining.
I'm
at
glad to be in
all.
this meat grinder.
Don't worry, friends. It's going to get more grindy in a moment. I will not be elaborating.
We're gonna be earning this time.
Oh.
You're going to be earning this damn level up, I tell you that.
Yes!
Ah,
I want that blood.
Okay,
Give me that blood.
we're back at the top of the turn order. Lilith, green's in front of you.
Green's in front of me.
Oh wait, shit, sorry.
What?
I forgot.
What?
It is,
What?
we have a bunch of other people. There's so many enemies at this point that I forgot about the other guys
yeah.
who rolled poorly.
Okay.
We have, Lamonsoff is going to double back, so 5, 10, 15, 20,
Stay in my sphere.
25.
He does look really like cool in general, like you did with the design of him.
Yeah, it took a,
I do gotta say.
he took the longest to make.
I want to fight him so bad now just from looking at him.
You do not, dude. He's a monster.
Bird mask and all.
Oh, you don't know how badly I want a good fight.
That's not the right one.
You want a good fight? Spar with me. I'll put you for 6.
He was able to... Oh yeah, they need to make a charisma save against him now because of one of his abilities. They fail.
Charisma? Oh no.
Green is now permanently, or is currently terrified of Lamonsoff, giving him disadvantage. That's before he even gets to make his attack, just so you're aware of what's happening.
Ooh.
Are you insinuating Lamonsoff just has that aura?
Oof, Lamonsoff just not
Man
one,
is great
though.
ore farming.
But
I
thankfully,
take back my ore farming comment.
well, he only misses. Wasn't a high enough fail. He makes up for it in spades on that attack, though. Let's see what he can do. He has... Yeah, let me get them back out. I got this one.
He's got
I
that.
got that one.
He's got that Kenpachi aura.
Team plus... Okay. You hear a sickening thwack as he drives that pickaxe straight into the head of, or the side of, Green here in front of you. That will be where he ends his turn. We have Thessia, who's up next. Thessia is going to kind of see the writing on the wall and also 5, 10, 15, get in there. And they are going to see what I can do with this. Oh, I can't do that one. Ooh, sweet. She's going to extend her... She's going to extend her rapier towards Green. And I need to see what I need to do with this. Oh, that's nasty. They gotta make a save, which I believe they may have... They actually failed it by 1. That's not great for them. You see her extend the rapier out towards green, and you start watching the... Almost like she had... Oopsies. Almost like she had, sliced him without you all seeing. You're starting to see these little lacerations opening up on green, and he's looking very rough at this point.
Ooh, that's cool.
Interesting.
And then,
Phantom Blade?
finally, after all this time, the guy that you guys insist on trying to kill is going to move up.
Oh god, kill it!
Enemy.
He'll miss on that one, and he'll super miss on that one. You guys have destroyed his confidence. I hope you're happy. Now we're up to you, Lilith.
You don't get no confidence.
Lilith will just stay here, I guess. It's nice and comfy.
I'd hope so. You've got a target,
Yeah.
everything.
Does a 23 hit him?
Yes.
And it is gonna be 9 piercing. And with my sneak, it's 25.
25 sneak.
Yeah, sneak.
Oops, that was the wrong guy. That takes green clear out. Alright, I think that means we're up to Omen. Are you with us, Omen?
Shit, sorry, my mic was muted. As I was saying that, I got a special little shtick planned for the 6 fools who just popped up.
Okay.
Everyone will see Omen's body light up the same way he did before when he threw out that fireball. Only instead of coalescing over his head, it'll collect in his fist, almost like a bubble. As he cocks his back towards parallel with his waist, he'll just stare at the point between blue-green and green-orange. Or green-brown, actually. And while still keeping locked in on that, he'll just throw out a punch that... when it, like, stops, you'll all hear a crack sound, almost like he punched glass. Before a point right between these two, almost like a warble effect, before suddenly... boom! As he uses Gong of the Summit to cast Shatter.
Alright, so that's con saves for everybody?
Yep. Con save, DC 18.
Is that for everybody? Yeah, Shatter's got quite a meaty radius, doesn't
Meaty
it?
radius, yeah. Yeah, it does.
Can somebody look up the Shatter radius, or do you have it for me?
20 feet.
I think
20 feet. Yeah, that's everybody.
20 feet.
That's impressive.
Okay, I have a natural 1 and a 15. Just let me know if does a 15 pass?
no, it's a DC 18.
Whoa.
Hold on a minute. Let
A
me
natural one.
just record who does what. Okay, that's 2 fails. I have a failure from green blue, or not green blue, sorry, green purple as well. And I have a pass for green pink.
Alright, give me 1 sec to roll up that damage, cause I pumped 1 extra key point besides the base into it.
You'll have to, whatever you roll will be for everybody, but we'll be doubling it
All right.
for green-orange.
Alright.
That
Just gotta make sure.
poor guy. Crit fail.
Yeah. Come on. Ugh. Where is it? Sorry. Here it is. Okay. That damage is... So it's 40. 8, 14, 20... 28 thunder damage.
Okay,
So it's 56 for the one guy in that one.
hold on a second. Let me just write that.
So essentially a
Oh, right.
cavitation effect happens right between blue-green and green-brown.
And that'll be 14 dam for that guy, so... Okay, so... I'm sorry, there's a lot of math when there's multiple people around. Oh, I forgot to do it for, I apologize, I almost cheated you to get the other two in there. Oh, that's sweet. Another pass and another natural one.
Hey. Omen does a
getting
butt ton
results.
of damage and probably outright kills 2 of them. That's great.
I'm also burning up quite a bit of key points throwing out these attacks to take out these groups. So you're welcome.
Well, man, if they were all clustered together, I was gonna try to hit them with a barrage, but hey, you beat me to it.
They just
That's
popped
why I
out,
got
so
the
I'm like,
phalanx going. So I got the phalanx going. Get as many of them when they cluster up like that as together.
Because if they're all close enough in a 20-foot radius for that, then I can definitely hit them with a 30-foot cone.
Oh yeah.
Let me just describe what happens. You hear a loud bang noise, and at first nothing happens to the point that you see let me get my list right. Green, orange, and blue, yellow kind of turn around and look at each other and start going ha 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 ha, loud noise. And then all of a sudden you see this guy's head explode. The other guy that was laughing starts to yell, and then his head explodes, and everybody else looks like they're doing pretty poorly at this point.
You just scanners them.
They got Kingsmen.
They got scanned, dude. They got scanned.
Yeah, they were basically making fun of. They're basically making fun of the loud noise, and then they exploded.
Oh, God, it's gonna take forever.
I take it that's your turn.
yeah. Well, when you see that, Omen just drops to a knee, like sweat dripping from his face, clearly more than a little worn out after throwing out 2 big attacks like that one after another.
Yorman, it's your turn. I should have let Richie go first, but I'll let you go.
Oh, let Richie. If Richie's going first, let him go first. I gotta think a second.
That's fine. Perfect. Richie, what do you want to do, buddy?
Put that pump to use, buddy.
Well, this will be funny. I'll do this one. You watch
some napalm, buddy.
You watch Richie walk up to here, and he points at Green, who's dead. And you all of a sudden watch, if you've ever seen any footage from any Elder Scrolls ever where the corpse dies and then gets launched into the atmosphere, you watch Green kind of start ragdolling around and then start launching full speed at Orange, who fails his save.
Oh, I knew I like Richie. I knew I
Like
liked
getting
Richie.
launched, like getting launched by a giant.
Yep.
Catapult, motherfucker.
Too busy freaking out over the Scatman John Ragdoll going on
And you just watch
before getting launched at him.
Orange, because of the... I mean, it wasn't a natural... I mean, it wasn't a, natural one or anything, but he still failed, so he's going prone, and Green's flying off. That was Richie. You're up now, Yorman. You just watched Richie start a space program with one of the corpses.
I'm gonna get right here, and both red, yellow, and is that just straight orange over there?
Red yellow's a friend.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Okay, 5, 10.
You can hear Thessia. Stop
I
putting
did.
holes in my shit.
God damn it.
Stop breaking my toys! You just hear Thessia. Stop breaking my toys!
Pissed. I can't even move. I can't put my shit right. Oh, God damn it, piece of shit.
These are friends, not food.
Okay, I was trying to move myself, and now it's moving my shit in a way I don't want. I don't even know where it was at for center. I'm just gonna flip back there. Okay, you move Yorman, please. 10, 15, 20. Okay, purple and orange are enemies, right?
Yes.
Just so I get this right. No,
Just do
they both
this.
need to make dex saves.
Okay.
They both need to make me dex saves.
One of them got a 14. The other one definitely failed.
They both fail.
Okay, they both failed. That makes that easy on me.
Okay. They're going to be taking 3d10 acid damage from me. Okay, that's not terrible. I'm taking 16 points of acid damage.
Okay, and then 31 minus 16. 15.
Purple still standing?
They both are. They don't look so good, though.
Okay. And with my second attack, because thanks to the updated version of D&D, you can use your breath weapon as one of your attack actions. I'm gonna roll to hit purple with my big sword. Oh, okay. 23 altogether.
That'll hit.
They're taking taking 5 acid, 15 slashing, and 1 radiant altogether.
Perfect. Great job. As this guy just starts to melt into a nasty puddle.
And do I still have more of my movement left? Can you move purple? I want to just move where he's at.
Yeah, I can get rid of purple.
Yep, just gonna drop myself right there, and that'll be Yorman's turn.
Okay, we got Creepy Johnny on deck. He's gonna fire towards, he's gonna take a step forward, and he's going to take a page out of Yorman's book and start picking at the next round of people that had just shown up. Where's my dice? That'll definitely hit. Bad news for them. Meaty dice roll, go! Yeah, one shot, you just watch green purple just get let go.
Nice.
Creepy Johnny's a killing machine, quite literally. We've got Elijah, it's your turn. I can move to be in range of the new group of 6 if you'd like. That'd be the only one that you could easily hit at this point. unless you want to hit
That's fine.
Red Pink again, who's on fire and kind of taking care of himself. That's up to you.
I'll let him take care of himself.
There you go.
Move.
There you go.
I'll move my hunter's mark to one of the ones in that group.
I'll give you green pink. It's the easiest one.
Is there anybody else in that area that would get hit with the barrage if I did it?
How big is the barrage?
The 30-foot cone.
We'll just center it on this once, and yeah, everybody's gonna get hit by that.
Everybody in that group, or I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to hit my friends too.
Everybody in that group.
Awesome. So I'm gonna swap out for a piece of non-magical ammo, which gets added to the roll.
Wait, pink.
So-
Wait, what did I do? Hit the wrong button.
It's a DC 15 dex save. Everybody in that group needs to make it or they take 15 damage plus. They'll take 16 total damage.
Hold on, what's the DC that I'm making?
DC 15 dex. Can
Okay,
you hush back there?
one of them passes, 2 of them fail. So what is the total damage?
16.
Okay.
The dog is back there throwing his own toys, playing, and he's barking, and I can't get him to stop. Bush.
Then there was green, blue takes that, and then there was green, red. Where's green?
This must really suck if someone's colorblind. With all these colors.
Okay, they all look rough, but they're still standing.
Do I get to stack Hunter's Mark damage on top of that?
Yeah,
Or whichever one is marked?
yeah.
Okay, so I'll roll that D6.
At least I'm allowing it.
Whoever's got it gets a max 6 damage tacked on top of that.
Still looking rough, but still up.
That's essentially my turn.
Okay.
I did a thing, yay!
We're at the enemy's turn. Let's play a fun game. Flame odds or evens.
Say that again. I'll take odds.
You'll take odds. Okay.
Yeah.
This poor idiot's gonna start swinging at Lamonsoff. We'll see how that.
Blue starting his turn.
No, it's actually orange. So yeah, I forgot he's gotta make his save.
Yeah, I need that start if they're in my square.
Okay. Tell me what the damage is. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you something. I'll just keep.
Okay. 8 radiant and 7 slashing.
What would that be? Doubled flame.
16 radiant and 14 slashing.
As he's about to valiantly lift his halberd, he gets stabbed to death by all these weird shadow monster pirates.
Oh,
Yep.
Red's gonna hold his turn. Blue is gonna 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and hold their turn. Red, pink, I need to find them on this turn order because my turn order's gone abysmally. There they are. They need to try to make their save, which they fail, so this is probably going to be the end of them, hopefully. No, they're still up. But they're still prone, so they're really not having a good time. They're not able to move anymore. We've got those red pink. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Didn't quite get all of that one. 10, 15, whoops, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're not able to do anything. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They're not going to try to do anything more than that. And as they start to end their turn here, you guys start to hear a very, very loud roar. As you start seeing this flying overhead, but not quite landing. A very large, very rotting-looking dragon starts flying overhead with a very loud, raspy roar that, Flame, you'd be very familiar with. You know who that is.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
The consequences of your actions have shown...
I just double
birds at it. Double birds.
I just double checked something. It was a 6 cone. I'm sorry, Mayor.
Oh well. Finger off the chessboard, man. Nothing we can do about it now.
I don't think it changes anything, does it?
Not really.
It just means
no.
the cone's bigger at the end of it.
Yeah, it didn't really add or subtract anything. We have...
I remember that.
What are you saying? We got Lamb and Soft coming up.
No, just dog myself.
5, 10. He's going to take a swing at this fella. That actually hits. That's great news for you guys. I've lost one of my dice. That's bad news for everybody. I have found it again. We're in great shape. Bad for this poor guy, though. You just watch that same pickaxe go clean through this guy's head. 15. And then 25. Ooh, yeah. This might be the end of this fella, too. No, he's still up by 1. But green-pink looks real bad. We are now at Thessia's turn. What does she want to do? Let's see what I've got. Has anybody taken damage? Like, is anybody looking rough?
No, I'm doing good.
No.
Okay.
Nah, I got a scratch, but I'm good.
Alright, sounds good. They're just going to toss a... You're going to watch her clap her hands together, and you're going to see a wave erupt heading this way towards green-pink to hopefully send them off to their grave here. They've definitely failed. They've only got 1 HP. They're sleeping. They've gone to forever sleep, and with all the damage that they've been caused, they basically just get blown into chunks. We're up to red-yellow, who's going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and start swinging at them. Wow! You guys should be thanking your lucky stars you have red yellow right now. That was a nat 20 on their end.
Nice. Question mark?
Okay. And then they're going to take their second swing at this guy. They will just barely hit on that one. Green red rather is taking some. Oh, that's right, that was green red that took that. Oh, green red's dead. There we are. We're at the top of the turn order. Unfortunately for you guys. And here's where things get a little spicy. You ever hear of a lair action?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, this entire wasteland would probably be a wasteland dragon's lair.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would say that that is a, fair assumption. Let's
Say so.
let me roll some sort of. That's shockingly low on an intelligence check, though. I need to find out what their weapon does.
Their breath weapon?
Yeah. Oh, gee whiz.
I'm assuming
Yeah,
I'm
I
assuming
think you
it would
just-
be necrotic.
Same, yeah.
Nope.
Nope. I know what this thing
Acid?
is. No.
This thing is.
Bullshit is what it is.
This thing's going to shoot straight downward and stop about 30 feet in the air. And look at this nice, lovely row of people who has gotten in their way. That's the wrong measurement, boss. There we go. It's not quite a cone, but it's the only thing that I can get to do 5 feet wide. Nope. That wasn't quite right.
It's a beam, isn't it?
Couldn't do a line.
It does a line, and it does a bullshit damage. I'll tell you at break what I've done with one of these things before.
Okay.
I'm getting Monster Hunter vibes from this thing. The fucking
So is
rock
it
dragon.
not-
more specifically.
Is it not necrotic?
No. It's not.
Hold on, guys. Lillian, Creepy Johnny, and Richie and Red Yellow need to make, I believe it was Constitution saving throws.
Hi, Lily.
Lilith.
Wait, Lillian?
Or
Lilith.
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 Hey, you're the one that named yourself that. I can't help you.
Don't be
Before
scared.
you do, is it magic he's doing or poison at all?
No. This is... I'll tell you what it is in just a moment.
I will say, Creepy Johnny and Lilith are just within the edge of my 10-foot radius ability, so you guys do get a +5 to your saves here. Your dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Thankfully, the NPCs have passed. Shockingly, especially with Richie. But this is where I have to break out the ye olde and advanced dice roller. See, what ends up happening here, fellas, is you hear this very loud explosion sound erupt out of this creature's mouth and a blast wave coming towards you. Where is the advanced?
Oh,
Thunder! Fuck!
Worse.
thunder to him?
Force.
What'd I do?
It's not thunder.
Force?
Force? Oh,
Oh, that's just evil.
Wait, no, never mind.
Yeah, you can't uncanny dodge. Force.
No, I was
damage.
thinking about evasion, but you said con, not dexterity, so.
That is true. I did do that. Let's see how much damage that does, people. What do we get,
Oh,
party
no.
people? 93! If you failed it, you take it all, otherwise you get to have it.
I got nat 1
Ouch.
plus the 5, so 6.
I was.
Thunder?
That one.
I got nat
Thunder?
1. I'm
I
being
think you're dead.
truthful. No, I have.
That's 93 times 2.
Oh, maybe.
186.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Are you...
Is that double your max HP?
Yeah, what is your
My
max
health is
HP?
112.
You're not dead. You just.
Oh.
You're only mostly dead.
I just flexed that I didn't get hurt at all, and now I got all.
Didn't I not give everybody
karma.
inspiration? I thought I did.
I mean,
Yeah.
I could
Honestly,
play that.
do
How
it,
about
Thunder. Like
Okay.
seriously, that one is the emergency inspiration.
It's
Okay.
worth not dying.
So I just get to
Well-
reroll with the inspiration? Is that how
Yes.
it's done? Okay, I'll do that. Okay. 13 plus 5, you said? Flame?
18.
You get a
Yeah,
you get a
18.
+5 for me.
Okay,
Yeah, so
well,
18?
thankfully you only take 93 damage, which beats the ever-living hell out of double.
That was scary.
Thunder. I think everyone's heart stopped in that instance all at once. Like,
Yeah, no, I
What?
thought Thunder was just dead. I was like, oh shit. Oh, there
I'm
goes-
like, oh, it
there
was great
goes
playing with you
Thunder.
guys.
damn, Mayor, way to boot your girlfriend out of the game.
Everybody... Oh, sorry, I forgot to roll for this fella. Yeah, that guy definitely fails. He just nuked his own team.
Minus 90.
I'm just glad it's not it didn't touch me, because it would have made me drop my ability.
Oh
This
my
is so
lord.
scary.
Oh,
This is worse than Strahd right now with the damage.
And he'll finish his
This-
turn landing right here on the ground. Lilith!
I know Wasteland Dragons.
Lilith can't be brave right now.
Actually,
Lilith will use her movement to dash. I guess. All the way over to this rock. And then bonus action to hide.
Go ahead and roll stealth against a ancient dragon. Just let me know what that stealth is once.
Okay.
That was a very bad move, but it's okay.
14 plus 15.
Well, 29.
Yeah.
oh my.
Okay. Omen, you just watched everybody get sent straight to Valhalla just about. What's your response?
Okay, this, in Omen's mind, this just escalated to a level that he slightly wasn't ready for, but he's all too willing to give it the age-old try.
One for the Gipper.
Yeah, you can't do it for Ginny and the Wimp anymore. They had to put the Wimp down.
Alright, I'm gonna use my cleansing spear on this thing. Hopefully it works.
Hey, Chaos, wisdom save.
Oh.
24.
Let me,
Wait, do I? Hold on, let me check something. Stillness of mind. Which one was it? Charmed or frightened.
Yeah, man. We could really use your mom's help right about now.
His mom, summon his dad.
His
Got
dad's
Oni
dead.
King in here.
We could use the
My old
bonus.
man is dead, damn it!
let him
You could use your
do.
wife.
Let him
as
do
the
his
trucker.
reading.
Alright, so stillness of mind is only for Like I can use it to end an effect. Unless if I'm actively being affected by it.
Nope, you're fine.
Never mind. So, yeah.
You're not afraid of him right now, so you're currently immune. Oh wait,
All right, now.
actually,
for
no,
cleansing
you get
spear.
one more after these attacks, but never mind. Let's have you do your attacks.
Hit him with that mental aikido.
Okay, cleansing spear will be for 29 to hit.
That'll hit.
Plus 12 piercing and 5 cleansing for the first hit.
Okay.
Second swing is a 24 to hit.
That'll hit him.
Not bad. 13 piercing, 6 cleansing. Bonus action, I'm going to spend a key point and go patient defense.
Great. Make that wisdom save again.
21.
That'll save for now. We are up to Richie, who now has to make his save. Richie's rightfully scared, so he's going to use his turn to try to fix himself here because he's in a bad way. Richie does not look good. There's so much math.
I know. It's all the maths.
And it doesn't help that my notebook picks and chooses where I'm allowed to write. Even though I purchased it and should be in charge of where my pen works on it. Well, that sucks for Richie. We will, oops, I forgot. I can do this. Then he's got to make the save again. He fails again. We are up to Elijah. Elijah, you have to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Oh no. Hey, 7.
Yeah, you're afraid, so you'll be making all since you're ranged, the attacks will be with disadvantage.
Great. Activating my trebuchet necklace, is that an action or a bonus action?
That is an action.
Might as well give it might as well give it a shot.
Okay, and
I'll point my, like a scared little wimp, I'm gonna point my finger at the dragon and go, "Shawagoo!" and then I'm gonna, throw that rock at it.
what is that save that I have to make?
It's a DC 15 dex.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see what I can do.
The moment with that.
It actually fails.
Yes!
You make it
30, 12.
owlishly blink for a moment before he gets smacked in the face with a rock. Blink.
That's 2d12
Huh?
plus 1 damage.
Go for it.
Yeah, 20 total. Plus 1, 21. 21 points of damage as a big rock just smacks it in the face.
Right between the eyes.
No.
21.
There is some pluses and minuses to him taking that damage. The plus is he didn't legendary resist. The minus on that is I didn't burn one of my legendary resistances.
Yep.
Thought I was joking.
Legendary actions.
It is.
Thought I was joking yesterday, Thunder. Shabalagoo.
It is the only remaining enemy's turns. Let's get that. He finally makes it out of prone, but that uses half of his movement. He's gonna... So that's 15. This is... What am I doing with this guy? This is, still difficult terrain, though, so it's 15... 25, 20, 25, and he can't move anymore, so he's still on fire. Let's see, where is he at? He's still up. And now he's finally dead.
Good.
However, this guy... 5, 10... 15, oop, sorry.
Make that deck save, please.
Yep, working on it. That's a failure.
Maybe a critical failure by chance?
No chance.
He's taking 12 piercing, and 7 radiant. 19 altogether.
Considering the startling lack of damage that he's taken, he doesn't seem very determined, but that is 15, 20, 25. He can't do anything more from there. That is the enemy's turn. We're up to Laminsoff, who's got to make his save now. Hope, for your guys' sake, you better hope he passes. He does not. So Laminsoff is stuck, but he gets to make his next turn, and he fails it again, so Laminsoff is done for.
Oh, fucking hell.
Hey, I don't get any inspiration.
I know. I'm just... First part is you can't willingly move closer to the creature if you're scared of it. Oh.
Okay.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Settle down. I'm trying to do something. Yep, this is a... You'll find out why that's not so great.
I'm so glad I moved.
Fuck.
You guys don't know whose turn it is. I don't know why you're having a fit.
Like that, you just use me as the pinpoint mark on that.
Reverse psychology.
Everybody in that radius that I just highlighted is going to get 25 HP.
Oh
As
no!
Thessia throws her hands up.
Dang it! I shouldn't have moved.
Yeah, that's really tough. I gotta be honest with you. That's why.
Thanks, Thethia.
That's why I told you what you did was not great.
Assuming I'm not in that.
No, you were. And
I'm at max, so
she's going to give. She's gonna give Laminsoff Bardic Inspiration. I gotta give everybody else their health too.
So do I get it at temp if I'm at max already, or
Nope.
bummer?
There ain't no such thing as overheals, boy.
True.
Everybody's looking a little healthier except for Lilith, who decided to play Brave Sir Robin.
Bravely run away.
Bravely run away.
I have a plan.
If
What
only
plan?
Lilith had a holy hand grenade.
If only.
Well,
Pull it out the pen and count to 3.
here's some bad news for you guys. It's Mr. Man's turn again. Thankfully, he's not flying this time. You've got that working for you. Ooh, you guys got very fortunate. At least most of you did.
Oh, thank God, he doesn't have his breath.
Not this turn, but there's somebody that you forgot about who ran straight towards him.
Hollering like a madman.
Does a 26 hit you, Chaos?
I don't know. Is he doing it? Is he doing it at disadvantage?
Oh, let's find out. Does an 18 hit you, Chaos?
No, it doesn't hit me.
That's alright.
Thank you, patient defense.
That's perfectly fine. He's still got 3 of them.
And
He's still gonna have to
action.
He's still gotta keep trying to swing at me, though.
Does a 27 hit you with disadvantage?
Yeah, that hits me with disadvantage.
That's-
I heard you talking shit.
He bites down on you for 19 damage.
Oh.
Then he's going to take a swing at you with his claws. Ooh, let's see what that nets us. Ooh, Chaos. Why don't you make me an
What?
attack of opportunity?
Alright, one moment. Adjusting health, and now... will a 23 hit?
Yes.
Awesome. D6 and D8. 11 piercing, 5 cleansing.
Okay.
Oh, I heard that.
Hey, Rex. I mean,
It is Rex.
That's too...
I was talking to a lot of dogs at work today, so I got a lot of names thrown at me.
That's
I
alright.
thought you might have thought it was Odella for a second. Like, no, Odella's not in the recording room with me.
Excellent. And then let's find out if a... Does a 19 hit you?
Nope.
Alright. He swings his tail at you, but you're able to jump it like a rope. At this point,
Just
I
rocker power slide under the tail swing.
am going to put us on a break here because I've got to use the bathroom. But I hope you guys are liking your meat grinder.
I am.
I'm glad I ran up
Bunch
at the dragon like a madman.
I
I'm
also have to
accepting the
say,
consequences of my actions.
I am so pissed off that I told Mayor about this creature, but I'm also loving it. Also, to those of you who are like, Blake, how do you know what this is? I made a homebrew monster out of this thing's stat blocks. I have it memorized for adult and ancient. Oh, it's an uphill battle.
Right, I'll be back then. I'll let my dogs out quick then.
So this is entirely your fault.
So you gave
Eh.
Mayor nightmare fuel to throw at us.
You know what? Just be happy he's not using my homebrew creation with this thing, because you guys, we wouldn't be living against it if it was the homebrew thing. Which, unfortunately, I don't think the homebrew thing will ever see the light of day now, because I scrapped that world completely.
I mean, think of it
Well-
like this. You can come at it again with a fresh perspective and retweak it.
Maybe.
I've got a monster for your, probable potential space game there, Flame. It's evil.
Well, okay. Do you want to hear about my homebrew creation? Because even if I do use it later on, you're not gonna be able to fight it too well, and I think you'll like it, Trucker.
Is it gonna give me nightmares?
Might give you a freedom boner.
Are we already spoiling secret sauces so early?
No.
No.
It's something I made.
I know. Are you really going to spoil your secret sauce so early?
Yeah, because this thing's probably never gonna see the light of day, because it was made specifically for if and when you guys went and fought at Letton, which We're not going back to True Realms. So
Wait, did you pull like a Fallout and just make your own version?
Liberty
of
Prime.
Liberty Prime. Like, is that what you're going at?
not
Since
exactly.
Since it's Latin and they were like assholes with Warforged, did you make a giant?
A
Let
Numidium.
me put it this way: take a Warthog's turret, the Warthog helicopter turret. Slap one of each of those on the wings of this thing.
Whoa! The Warthog's not a helicopter.
You didn't say it
Oh,
was.
jeez. I said the Warthog and a helicopter.
Thought you said the Warthog helicopter. Like what?
No, Warthog and the helicopter. Because you'll take the Warthog's their guns, take 2 guns, put it on the wings. Now take your basic attack helicopter, and then take the rocket launchers on it, slap it on it. Give this thing something on its stomach that can basically be a bombing, like a bomber's door to drop a bomb.
Bombay door.
Yeah. Throw on its tail. Oh, something that can shoot a magical base laser. Give this thing engines on its back connected to its wings. Let every one of its attacks start with a bombing or a strafing run. Let one of its legendary actions be a bombing run. And, make its breath into something extremely fun.
I have very bad news for you.
I have very bad questions.
It would not physically work.
But this is make believe. No one gives a crap.
Well, you're brushing up against my planetism. The
I know.
Gal 8, which is the gun in an A10 Warthog, if you fire it too long, the gun the plane
Loses lift due to lack of drag.
It will literally fall out of the sky. They cannot continually fire it or the plane crashes. So you're talking about putting 2 of those on a
Yes.
plane.
On a
And
dragon.
both of them fire at the same time, your thing isn't gonna fly.
I didn't say I had to fly the whole time.
Like, as a matter of fact, it might fly so spectacularly backwards if you shoot it long enough.
Are we ready to get going?
Maybe there's a reason for that, bud.
That's not a plane
Sure.
at that point. That's a hovercraft.
Are we ready to go?
It's a fuck you. No.
Yes.
Thunder stepped away.
Boo.
But yeah, Trucker, think of it like this. That's he did it for a reason.
I mean, yeah, it gets it. The concept tickles me, but it's like it wouldn't work.
Okay. I'm gonna say this as nice as I can. This is make believe. Quit screwing it over.
It's like my brain thinks about it like it thinks about the Avengers, like helicarriers. Yeah, it's an awesome concept, but those things won't work.
I'm gonna make a level 20 one shot. I'm gonna make you fight this thing now.
Oh my god. Flame, please no.
Don't
drag us all into this just to teach him a lesson.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah.
I'm all for it.
He said it would just be me fighting it.
I'm putting an end to it.
Nah, I'm not going back to D&D anytime soon.
Look,
I've fallen in love with it.
We are
Look,
starting back up again. Therefore,
okay with it.
You know how Black Nugget is, Mayor? My little dog?
yes, Nugget.
He can barely last a minute outside
But yeah, he's not
because
gonna.
of all that heat. No, it's so sad.
He will turn into a fireball.
You said it was like
That's why I
100 something?
don't.
Reaper's currently in the hottest part of the house and yelling about it, even though he could go anywhere else.
That's his decision.
He's an idiot.
That's why.
sometimes.
That's why I can't let Rex stay outside as long as he would like to either, because he'd get too hot too fast.
Yeah, it's
Alright.
a real bummer.
We're up to Lilith's turn.
Okay. No question. I forgot if you said this is during daytime or nighttime.
Underground.
Underground.
Yeah, so functionally nighttime.
But but you can say confidently there's dim light.
Yes, there's definitely dim light.
Can I do an action to become shadow? Then.
If you'd like
And
to.
I can I'll do the description on that, and that just makes me invisible for up to an hour. And then.
But is it
bonus
true
action-
invisibility?
It,
I mean,
it's
greater
a-
invisibility.
Oh, it doesn't say greater invisibility, just invisibility.
Yeah, then it would break after your first strike.
Oh, I'm not doing that. I'll just have enough to do bonus action, then once I'm invisible, to dash all the way to here. And that's me. Just being
She's pulling
invisible.
She's pulling a Denethor. Flee from Lola.
Great.
No, I
I
like
need.
above game. I'm trying to
Hold
get
on.
flanking.
Hold on. You might want to put yourself back once. You do need to make your wisdom save.
You forgot about that, didn't you?
Forgot about the wisdom save. 17.
Go ahead
It's
and-
just flat 7. Is it just flat, or do I add in?
You have to add your wisdom modifier to it.
Oh, I suppose. So it's soft 20 then.
Okay, that passes. Now you need to make it again. Because you've ended
Oh,
your turn.
okay. 19. So
Now you're afraid.
No, if she saves, I'm pretty sure she's immune for the next 24 hours.
Rightful
And-
presence.
and-
Each creature of the dragon's choice within 120 feet of the dragon and aware of it must succeed a DC 20 wisdom saving throw or become frightened for a minute. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on its... Okay, so that second one doesn't count. If the creature's...
yeah.
Oh, yeah. You guys are immune. I did not see that last part. You and Chaos are immune currently. And
My faith is strong. My love for my father.
so far...
No, your love of being pick me.
The love of my father keeps me sane.
Alright.
Love of my pick me lets me keep going.
Yorman, go, or not Yorman, the other one. Omen, go. The one with the same name.
Okay, I'm just gonna let that one slide. 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
Two-handed for... Alright, 12 piercing, 6 cleansing for 18 damage altogether.
Okay.
Second swing. On 27 to hit.
That'll hit.
And... Alright, another... 10 piercing, 15... 5 cleansing for 15. Bonus
Great.
action, I'm going to patient defense again.
Let me do something real quick. That will miss as he swings his tail at you one more time, because he's pretty much able to
Weave.
do that whenever the hell he wants. We are at Richie's turn. Let's see if he can pass his save. Nope. So he can't move any closer, but let's check the range on something. That is not what I want. That is what I
It's
want.
just outside of
Oh, I can't believe that's gonna work. You watch Richie shaking in his boots pull out another one of those bottles and hucks it at the dragon.
Oh no.
Go, Richie!
What's that gonna
Fuck him
do?
up, Richie!
That is going to make a... That is now difficult terrain. we are now at Yorman's turn. Yorman, save.
Nope, I'm immune to the fear condition.
Great, get after it then.
Bonus action. Going to move that right there. Fuck you, big and ugly.
Okay.
Next up. Gonna come right here. Everybody within 10 feet of me, so all 4 people right here are no longer frightened.
That's a good move. Does that make them automatically
get right.
immune?
That's DM's choice. I mean, that ends their condition, but they didn't exactly save, so I'll leave that to you.
Yeah, not. Richie's the only one that would not be currently frightened then. But Elijah's no longer frightened either.
Yep. Then I'm gonna move up the rest of my remaining space. A Raven Guard friend. He is no longer frightened either. Doing my job, folks. And then I'm gonna huck 2 javelins at Big and Ugly there.
Okay.
Does a 19 hit him?
No.
I figure. Alright. Much better. Does a 30 or 28 hit him?
Yes.
Okay. I need to get more spears at this rate. He's taking 8 piercing and 4 radiant damage.
Alright.
And that will be my turn.
I'm getting so sick of my pen not writing. There we go. Creepy Johnny's got to make his save. Technically he gets advantage, doesn't he? Because of where he's sitting in that bubble? Or is it
yeah,
a plus?
He's immune. He's immune.
He's
immune.
He's
if
immune.
you're within my 10-foot aura of courage, you're immune to the frightened condition. While I'm conscious, at least.
Great. He's going to make his attack. Let's see if he can do it. Just barely hits him. Aren't you guys glad you stayed friends with this guy?
Yeah.
In spite of some of my efforts in the beginning. Okay, I'll be real. Omen was an asshole to this guy, but that's mainly because he rubbed off on Creepy Johnny's teachings the most.
Okay. That hits. You're not sure how well that hits, but it hits. Alright, Elijah, you aren't in Yorman's sphere, but if you, you're going to have to try to make that wisdom save again, because you can't move closer if it scares you.
Yay.
Hey, that's the way she goes.
7.
You're afraid.
Still scared.
Use your inspiration, brother.
No, save it. I can just take a step back on my turn and immediately bring him back up, bring him out of it.
Okay, never mind. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to the chaotic gremlin.
That just means all my ranged attacks are a disadvantage, right?
Yep.
That's so sad.
Everything.
I know.
Because I disadvantage, actually.
I'm a range build,
Mhm.
so I'm all shaky and hot. I know I have to say disadvantage on this roll. Shot number 1. That's a 20.
That misses.
Of course it does.
It's almost like this is a
Oh,
powerful enemy.
By the way, bonus action, I'll put my hunter's mark on it. Shot number 2, all shaky and cowardly like. A 21.
Still misses. Sorry, man. It's enemy's turn now. I gotta make his save. Alright, Flame, go ahead and roll that damage.
Ooh. 14 piercing damage and 11 radiant damage. This is magical. This is magical damage.
Okay. He's still up.
I figured
10.
I know this thing's HP.
15, 20, 25.
Did Red start his...
That's the one that we were rolling for.
Oh, so I thought it was the dragon's turn. My bad.
Nope. He's in range. He's going to attack you. Does a 19 hit you?
Nope.
Does something less than a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Shit.
A black creature.
Okay, that was the enemy's turn. We got Lamb Saw, who's got to try to make a name for himself here. He's immune. Now he needs to make his save. He fails it. That's where his train ends. It's a hard DC to meet, and your guys' ally dice are not rolling for you this time.
You know, it's a good thing I took Yorman for this and not the sorcerer.
Yeah, you'd have been dead
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, so Celine would have gotten nuked, being real.
Oh, yeah.
Well, remember, Celine has my polymorph spells. I could have made us into, like, just big-ass creatures.
You could have made me into a T-Rex and I would have went ham on him.
It'd be up to Mayor on that one, actually.
Yeah, I don't think Flame would have seen a T-Rex. That's 5.
You get what I mean, though.
Try not to hurt this one, idiots! You hear Thessia say as you watch.
That's valid.
Oh, fuck her. I never touched it.
That she is over there having the most valid crash out of all time.
Omen just slumps comically for half a second meanwhile fighting a life or death battle with a giant fucking dragon. Damn it, I only struck it once by accident and oh god, those are talons!
Alright, that's their turn. And now, since they are entering the turn order, they're going to go. They're going to try to attack the dragon. That is, let's see if that hits. That might actually do it. Ooh, they hit. Everybody say thank you, Thessia.
Thank you, Thessia.
Thessia.
I'll be sure to give special monk massage afterwards.
Let's calm down.
Okay, fine. Shaolin Shiatsu.
They will fail that attack. It's our best friend's turn. Let's see if they get everybody's favorite ability.
Please no.
Yay! But they still have to make that
Can you
save.
make a deck save, please?
Don't worry, I'll make that deck save, Flame.
Fuck you.
Gotcha. I'm shutting up now.
Yeah, you jinxed it, Chaos.
I am a living jinx. Deal with it.
21.
Alright, so they're taking half of this. Taking half of 16, or half of 14 piercing and 14 radiant. So they're taking 7 piercing and 7 radiant damage.
He would have gone back even if I hadn't said anything.
You're going to watch him fly straight up in the air, about 30 feet.
Can I get a swing off on him? Or
I don't know, Flame, does
was it
that
too fast?
typically happen when creatures start flying?
That's up to the DM. It is still movement. You have a reaction available, Chaos?
No,
Was
I'm
he
not gonna
right?
risk it. I ain't
Was he
risking it.
right? Was he right there? Would it be an opportunity?
It would be.
It would be,
It could be
but
attack of opportunity. That's on the DM because flying's a little different. It's their hands and feet are still open and they can still be making direct eye contact. So
I don't know. You want to
that's
play me odds or evens for it?
evens.
No dice, Chi. He's up in the
Damn!
air. And let's
I just hear the flap of wings. I look up and he's already gone.
get that line tool. We will go this way this time. Oh yeah, baby. That is gonna be Omen, Laminsoft, Yorman, Thessia, and Elijah. I'm going to need Constitution saving throws, please, and thank you.
This
Lost.
is how I die.
Just don't get in that one.
22.
Oh, you're too strong. You're scared, but you're strong.
Why is it not rolling?
okay. 26.
Oof, that's 2 failures on their end.
Okay. 20 win.
Anybody who got above a 20 is only taking 44 damage.
Oh.
44, alright.
If you got below a 20, you are taking 88 damage.
Jeez.
As you hear that high-pitched scream echo out again, you watch Thessia get knocked into the dirt. She is struggling to stay up at this point.
I've got more bad news.
Are you down?
Nope.
No, my phalanx of light is gone. I couldn't get concentration on that. I needed a nat 20 on that. It's gone. Oh, fuck.
It's okay.
and I can't-
It worked when it worked.
And then I'm going to need dexterity saving throws for Laminsoft, Omen, and Yorman.
Evasion, let's go!
As this thing is going to nosedive and come screaming through, basically halting right about here,
All my hard work for nothing.
but basically
I don't-
slamming
I
into
don't
you.
dash
That
and
look
23.
as
With evasion, I just sprawl down.
Laminsoft fails again. That's not good for you guys.
Damn it,
21.
Laminsoft!
stuff.
So mechanically, are you prone, Omen?
No, I just dive down to avoid the swoop.
Anybody who got less than a 20 is taking 19 damage.
How much if you got above?
Half.
Okay.
So, 10?
10.
Yes.
Oof!
Okay.
All
You
of
guys
your
know how Teen Gohan looked after taking that shot for Vegeta from Cell? That's how Omen looks right now.
Oh no, he moved.
He-
I had
he
to
hurt.
move 'em.
But he's still standing.
So here's the deal. All of your squishies are currently in danger. But thankfully for you guys, that'll be the end of their turn. Lilith, it's your turn.
Yeah. Huh. Lilith sighs. Bonus action. Dash. All the way over here. Flanking. Technically, right?
Yes.
And then. Okay. She knows I'll give up the being invisible, but cleansing dagger. Eh. $28 will hit.
That'll hit. Plus you get
Yeah.
your sneak attack with the advantage.
Yeah.
Plus you were invisible, so
23 for sneak attack damage, 8 piercing, 6 cleansing.
It's a good attack.
And since she already did her bonus action, she kisses the dagger and accepts that she'll probably die now. After that.
Can't you do 2 swings or no?
No.
No.
Oh, right. Only certain rogues can do that.
Yeah, only certain rogues, not my rogue. I didn't do that.
I
Omen,
forget which one does.
it is your turn.
Okay. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Flanking with Lamonsoff.
That was
Alright.
very weird.
Via. Alright, 24 to hit.
That'll hit him.
No, don't you dare fall. I'm gonna reroll that since that fell off the table. Alright, even better. 12 piercing and 5 cleansing for the first spear. Second
Okay.
spear. Alright, another 24 to hit for another, for potentially 11 piercing, 6 cleansing this time.
Okay.
And bonus action flurry of blows.
Sounds good.
Not 20 for the first strike.
All right.
Oh, that's useful.
Yeah. 20 bludgeoning for the first strike.
Okay.
As he just uses the flat of his blade to smack into it. Second swing. Damn it, Obsidian! Don't fall! Alright. 25 to hit that one. For 13 bludgeoning.
Very nice. Does a That's the wrong sheet. I thought something looked completely wrong about that. Does a 26 hit you?
Yeah.
That's-
Am I gonna go flying?
You should, but weirdly enough, there isn't a mechanic for that.
Just stupid.
I know. It's just
I
happening.
That's 18 damage as that tail comes swinging right into your head.
This thing just like slams into his side, and you just hear a crack, and Omen just goes, fuck.
You see Richie go, oh shit. And he runs over to Thessia. Okay. You watch her looking a little bit better, but not by much, as he puts his hand on her. It's Yorman's turn.
Oh, offense or defense? Offense or You know, I'm gonna go full offense with this one. I'm gonna be crit fisher for this one. Bonus action. I am casting. God damn, I'm sorry, I just lost the smite that I was looking at. Searing Smite. Yeah, Searing Smite at 3rd level.
Okay.
So when this hits, it'll do an additional. It'll do 3d6 damage when this hits, no matter what. That bonus action. And I'm just gonna swing for the fucking fences and hope to God I get a crit. And I get advantage because of Lilith. Because of Lilith behind me. Yep. Okay. Gonna get out all my goddamn dice. Okay, you know what? Give me a second. I'm gonna go grab the. Grabbing the Raging Thunder dice because I need good luck on this.
Do it.
What you gotta do?
Come on, please, please, please. Nat 20. Let me Divine Smite and everything on this. Come on, come on. That's cocked. Okay, one's cocked. Okay, not a crit, but fuck it, I'll take it. So that is 27 altogether to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay, give me a second to do some math on this. I'm going to. Okay, so I gotta do 3d6 fire. I'm not gonna do 3d6 fire plus an additional 2d6 slashing plus a d6 acid plus a d8 of radiant. Okay. 11. So that is 10 slashing plus an additional 7 acid plus 8 radiant plus 14 fire damage. That first attack.
He's looking rough.
Okay. Now time for my second attack. Watch this be my crit. That is a 29 to hit though.
That'll hit.
Alright, so everything except 3d6 fire. So you're taking 15 slashing, 3 acid, 8 radiant again.
Alright.
And turn.
Just in case I do have to ask this question, are you okay with the NPCs getting a kill?
Okay with NPCs
NPC's getting a
dying?
kill.
Yes.
I'm not against it.
Okay.
I mean, if they can get the glory kill, let them get the glory kill.
Alright.
Yeah, if it's good for the story, it's good for the story. Yeah.
Exactly. Good for the NPC, good for the story, good for the game.
Richie
Gotta be
will
Richie,
finally
though.
get that. Richie
Gotta
will
be
finally
Richie.
get that boost in self-esteem he so desperately needs.
He used his turn to save a friend. It's somebody else's turn.
Tessia?
Oh, you watch Creepy Johnny take a knee and fire, and unfortunately he misses. Elijah. You have to make that wisdom save.
Yeah. Shit.
Be brave.
You're talking to the wrong bearkin. Wisdom save. 16.
Nope. Make them with disadvantage, Chief.
Oh wow. I'll burn another spell slot and go for another barrage.
With everybody in it.
And I aim it at
Do it.
him.
Hit him. I got a way to bring anybody that goes down up. Just do it.
Okie dokie then.
Okay.
It's better than the alternative plan I was thinking about doing anyway.
Yep, that's gonna be Everybody making dexterity saving throws.
Oh my god, evasion. Okay, I'm fine with that.
And then these three right here, I'll have a +6 to it.
Well,
It's
they
also going to be a D10 and a D6 on the dragon because he's got my hunter's mark on him, don't he?
And Planar Warrior, don't
Yep.
you? Want to use that on him?
Yeah, bonus action, planar warrior, stack it. Why not?
Richie and Thessia fail. Creepy Johnny's fine.
That's 32 damage total.
All right.
12 of that is directly on him, though. It wouldn't go to anybody else.
Well, how does that work?
You got him.
Because the hunter's mark and the planar warrior are
Oh, I
specifically
gotcha.
on the dragon.
Then everybody else would still be up, but they taking the damage. How do you kill this thing?
I'm just.
Ooh, hey Trucker, I got a
Hey,
suggestion
let
if
him-
you want to hear it.
Let him do it.
Well, I mean, it's a barrage attack, so one arrow turns into many arrows. And I'm just imagining he just gets absolutely wrecked. Eyes, nostrils, some go in his mouth. A couple hit like the back of his throat. He just gets absolutely demolished.
Pain
Get
cushioned.
wrecked.
The king finally has a spine. The peasant king.
All right.
Stop calling me that.
Still the enemy's turn. Flame, does a 19 hit you?
No.
What is this? That's another 19, so that's not going to hit. We are up to Lamonsoff, who has thoroughly had enough.
Fuck him up. For the love of the gods.
I was sitting here trying to come up with creative ways I could use etherealness to kill him.
You watch.
Oh, there's still people.
Shh. You watch Lamonsoff, who has very clearly had more than enough, raise that pickaxe high and drive it down hard. And hits Red so hard that he just becomes a puddle on the ground that is split in half. Kind of like if you've ever seen somebody throw a firecracker into a flower pot and it just kind of splits out bursts at the seams. That's what happens to this guy as that pickaxe goes straight through his head.
I was imagining like the Joe Cat pavement lotion. Ugh.
All right. Let's put Memories of Love back on, shall we?
Oh yeah, Memories of Love. All right.
With
get out of
fires-
this dreary sound.
With fires raging all around you at this point. Oh, I can finally get rid of this thing. That'll make the... There we go. And a massive dead dragon in front of you. You guys start looking around, and I do need perception checks from everybody.
Perception.
Perception.
Dirty 20.
You owe me a Coke, Bunker.
I want to shoot myself.
Ah,
A nat
fucking-
1 with a +3, so 4.
Wow.
17.
Flame?
Can I disregard doing that and just cast a healing spell on everybody?
If you'd like.
Yeah, I'm just gonna heal everybody in a 30-foot radius.
So everybody except for Lilith and Yorman, you're kind of seeing up on the hill, you're starting to see movement as even more of these things start to come towards you. Now with a very enraged fervor that you've never seen before, and you're like, yeah, well, you know, you can't help but think that this is probably the end. And then you hear those dreaded shrieks that you heard a couple days ago, as the ceiling almost appears to be moving, as you watch hundreds of dread Drake riders start swooping in and just tearing through legions of these men that were starting to charge you. And then
Now you guys show up.
they said that they were waiting until the end.
Oh, that's right. You know, they're true to their word. Yeah.
Yeah, fair.
Then you start
Oy.
seeing a few of them breaking away, and the group that you guys remember swoops down and grabs you. Lilith, you just hear, hurry up, get them going. Go, 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 now.
Yeah, Lilith translates that and hopes that everyone listens.
I just jump on.
Mm-hmm.
I'll jump on. By the way, everyone's getting 84 HP.
Oh, golly. Thank you.
Jesus.
That's my biggest spell. That is my biggest spell ability right there, so.
Back up to max. Appreciate that.
80.
You're welcome. Yorman looks like havoc shit right now.
That's like...
I'm nearly full.
Again. Yeah.
I'm
Dragon
7
it.
points away from full. Holy shit.
You don't get any of that?
Yorman looks like he looks worse off now than he did from that fight. I would just say that.
Unlike the first few rides that they were taking very calculated and trying to go slow and smart, these guys are going like a bat out of hell. This is so unnervingly fast, you're positive that you'll die. You guys...
Elijah's doing that closed mouth screaming stuff.
You guys are able to just barely start to make out the city that you are now familiar with. You guys make it there in under 30 minutes when it took... This journey took, what, about 2 hours? They did not pull anything. They were not concerned about you staying on, nothing. They got you and they got out. You guys... Let me get the map. You guys remember having to essentially stop and get checked in? You guys bypass all of it. And you are quickly dropped off at the very steps of the cathedral that housed the ancient Void Dragon. And you are... Nobody's talking to you, nobody's searching you, nobody's mad-dogging you, nobody's doing anything but basically surrounding you immediately, and they won't let you ask questions. They are hurrying you as fast as they can through this building until you are back at the familiar steps. And they just point at you like, get moving.
Throughout this whole
Okay.
ordeal, as they've been, like, more or less hurried along, Omen's making sure to stay by Thetsia's side to make sure she's not harried too much by all this.
She looks stressed, but she looks better than she did out there. Everybody's in pretty decent shape at this point. Once you guys manage to climb the steps, you don't see or who you remember to be the ancient Void Dragon. You see a man standing there. As he turns around, he is the Victorian standard of pale. Like that beauty standard that they had that they were like quite literally giving themselves mercury poisoning for. He is wearing a black robe, and he's got short black hair that is slicked all the way back, and he turns around and you see his eyes. The whites of his eyes are black, and if you're familiar with any of the illustrations of the birth of Jesus, the Star of Bethlehem, that kind of design for a star that people draw all the time, that's what his pupils look like. But they're crimson red as he turns around and looks at you all.
Oh, ominous.
Ah, I see you all have survived.
We sure did, all
Indeed.
thanks to the peasant king.
Will you please stop calling me that?
Haven't I ordered people to stop saying that to him?
No.
No,
No, actually.
I did say it was disrespectful.
Yeah.
There was to
Well,
be
he's no longer that anyway. He was brave and he did the grand last strike.
He's known as the Dragon Slayer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. That's enough of y'all foisting more titles on me, okay? It was a team effort.
Am I to listen
We're
to
gonna tell your
the?
wife was all you.
Am I to listen to the bickering of lessers, or are you going to let me get to the point?
What did you say, Mayor?
Yeah, you cut out.
He said, "Am I to listen to the bickering of lessers, or can I get to the point?"
Get to the point.
Okay, I'm not the only one, right? He's cutting like at the tail end of his
Yes.
conversations, right?
He's
Yeah.
cutting out. Yeah, same. But we get the message. It's like
Yeah, we
he's
get it.
asking, can he get to the point?
Yeah.
He's just waiting for your response.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry
go
about
right ahead.
that.
That's only on your guys' end, by the way.
Yeah, you don't cut out on live stream. It's just on Discord.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Squeaking.
I think that's Rex playing with the toy. Elijah,
I am.
Yeah.
are you going to speak now?
Well, he was still speaking.
I
I'm just
said-
waiting for you guys to end the side chatter.
I said yes.
You guys have done very well. You've earned a great reward. All of you. And my eternal thanks, which is given to no one. So would you want your reward now, or do you want to hear the plan now?
The plan.
He looks at the rest of you.
Almost. Let's hear the plan first.
Rewards can wait. I agree.
How
Let's hear the
noble.
plan.
There are rumors of the city known as the City of Eternity, known for its undead and cruelty, a little further to the east of here, somewhere we have not been able to make a successful foothold. Rumor is in that city, there is a pleasure house filled with Medusa. People that can petrify you with a just one look. Perhaps if you kill those Medusa, you can use their heads to end the Winter King.
Sounds like a poor choice of worker for a pleasure house.
Hey, don't knock until you try them.
It's not up to me how you get in
Omen.
there. You can slaughter some guards and take their armor and start a raid, whatever you guys want. It's not up to me, but that is my wise words of wisdom.
Does sound
Does
like
that
a good
sound-
plan, because it wouldn't really kill the Winter King. It would just turn to
Up him.
stone.
Mhm.
Would we have to worry about him being broken though? Wouldn't that?
Not if we stick him somewhere where you wouldn't break him. I don't know. Would you like some statuary for your throne room?
Perhaps. You actually hear Creepy Johnny from the background. I mean, if he's technically stone and he breaks, that's kind of like, an act of God or whatever, so technically nobody killed him.
That's what I'm asking, Creepy Johnny. If we break him, his soul doesn't part. He's just stone or whatever. So he'll be broken. You have to find all the pieces and put them back together to de-petrify him, which if we break him in little pieces and cast the pieces everywhere, he can never come back, right?
If he's anything as powerful as... Well, if he's supposed to be a powerful entity, says the, who you're pretty much able to assume is the ancient void dragon at this point standing before you.
Yeah, I
If
kind of
you-
figured already.
If you
Mm-hmm.
if you destroy him, then that soul will just be reborn somewhere else. A new Winter King will be born, or new Winter guy.
That's why I said we can stick him somewhere where we'd be pretty confident he wouldn't get broken.
But would you want the whole season to end? Can't keep him imprisoned forever.
Look, and when I say we, I point at myself and Omen. We kind of grew up in a permanent winter hellscape. It kind of sucks.
All due
I'm not
respect-
advocating for the entire removal of the season entirely. Though, to be frank, letting this individual exist as he is now isn't exactly a good thing either.
Like, is there even a process by which we can ensure that the spirit goes into somebody that isn't an asshole?
No, I think it's more a matter of the mantle of Winter being passed on to the next eligible candidate. It's not a matter of determining who is who.
Well, no, we can
Okay,
we
well-
can determine who gets it if we kill if that person kills them.
Well, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but I don't want it.
Look,
I've got enough
we
on
have-
my plate being, king of worm. I don't need to be, a fey king on top of that.
I'm not saying you do it. I'm just saying someone has to take it. Otherwise, we wait for the next inheritor, and we don't know if the next inheritor is gonna be a prick or some good person. I'm not against the petrifying and smashing this guy thing. That ensures that somebody else becomes the new king, queen, or ruler of winter, whatever we want to call it. But we can't guarantee they're not gonna end up just like this old one here, or even worse. They could be better if we're lucky. Or one of us bites the bullet and becomes the king of winter.
Hey, Elijah?
Yeah?
Yeah, isn't your wife, like, a dragon or whatever? Says Richie.
Yeah, she's mostly dragon. Yeah, sure.
Well, that would make her, like, basically eternal, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you want to, like, spend eternity with her? Why don't you just take it?
unless you don't love her enough.
You actually do see Creepy Johnny kind of shoot him a look because Creepy Johnny knows about your past.
Oh, you hush. You're not adding anything to this.
Oh, there's a random dog. Where'd that one come from?
And I don't know, I'm just throwing out suggestions, says Richie stepping back.
It's not a bad idea. Out of everybody, Elijah is the person I trust to be the king of winter.
He
With
is
that-
brave when he needs to be.
Yeah, but like, if it's me, then wouldn't that mean Worm would be would get way colder and all that? I don't know how any of that works. I don't want to be responsible for messing up crop yields and all that.
It'd be your
I
choice.
mean,
What do you mean?
It's your power, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know how it would work. Unless, you know, one of the other seasons shows up and said, oh, by the way, here's a primer. I mean, I guess that could work. I don't know. You know, there's reasons why I wouldn't want to. I mean, I do love Lillian, and yeah, that sounds nice, but
You just hear Lamonsoff just looks at you and goes, there's other ways of becoming immortal.
I don't know. Lamonsoft, do you want it?
I don't know, I guess. I don't really care. I'll do it.
wait.
Elijah.
I mean
Hang
this
on,
nicely.
What, Omen?
Omen will just give you a look, Elijah. If you won't go for it, I may.
Look, I don't mean this to be offensive in any way, but your track record of decision making.
Oh, the boy has learned a lot, says Creepy Johnny dismissively.
Give me a
Besides-
minute. I need to think about this. If y'all think I'm the best one for it, I just need to do one thing real quick, and then based on the outcome of that conversation, I'll probably end up doing it. Will you give me that?
Alright.
I mean, my vote's still Lamonsoft.
Yeah, what? We could just hold a vote, says Creepy Johnny. Lilith,
I'm down for that.
Well, yeah.
for the first time ever, especially, it's like your dreams. You know how friends will just kind of like create a sidebar when there's a bigger discussion that you're not a part of.
Yeah.
The ancient void dragon just walks up to you and goes, "Is this how it's been the whole time?
Yes. It's been exhausting.
What the hell?"
I know. And then Lilith is like, oh, before I forget, a vial of dragon essence.
For me,
Mm-hmm.
you could have taken this.
I could have,
You are truly this
but you deserve the
devoted.
power. I am.
That makes the reward I've chosen for you all the much better. As he, without even uncorking it, he just tosses it down his throat.
Lilith just looks proudly at him.
Back to you guys. Creepy Johnny goes, "Okay, we can have a vote. We have on the docket right now we will have Omen, Lamonsoff, and Elijah. This is your last chance to take yourself out of the running. It is entirely up to you.
I'll put my name in for it, pending the result of the DM I just sent you.
That is going to be... You're gonna have to play a fun game with me if you remember your time playing Call of Cthulhu.
I fucking hate that thing.
I think it's a fun... Yep, I think it's a fun mechanic.
I do too. It's
Okay.
just I have bad memories with it now.
Are you hoping to go higher or lower than the number that I rolled, Elijah?
Let's go higher.
Okay. You don't
I'll
sense...
say based on the number I rolled already.
You do not sense anything. You're not sure if that has fallen on deaf ears. You cannot guarantee that this has done anything. So at this point, you can't guarantee that one, that you'd ever see them again, or two, that anything really changes for them either way. So it'd be up to you if you want to stay on your original course.
I'm gonna hold her to her word, and I'll just, if anyone in this group thinks I'd be good for it, then go ahead and nominate me. The old saying goes, those who don't seek power are the best suited to it.
The ancient void dragon approaches Creepy Johnny and just says, "Do I get a vote?" And Creepy Johnny kind of, for the first time ever, doesn't answer and just looks to you guys.
I mean, we're in his realm. I'd say he gets it.
Oh no, it sounds like this one supersedes anything of my jurisdiction currently. I don't get to make this decision, but if you'll allow me to vote, then I get a say.
I'm cool with it if you guys are.
I'm cool with it too, then. I mean, he is an ancient void dragon. I'm not going to tell him he can't have a say.
You flatter me.
He's probably got better wisdom than us.
Omen will just nod.
I don't need to ask Lilith.
Nope.
Okay.
No, Lilith, pick me.
She's gonna simp for Daddy Void Dragon anyway. So.
I want the four of you to private message me your vote. And now I have to do rolls on my end.
Ow. I just saw that thunder. That's not funny.
It's a little funny.
Actually, I should do it this way. Let me try that.
Don't mind me. I'll just keep memeing in the one chat.
I fucking hate that movie. I hate that movie with every fiber of my being. I hate that movie.
It's one of my favorite movies.
This sounds
For Chad, she threw in gifts from Frozen and said Elijah is the Snow King.
okay. to everybody else in chat, you're going to hear me play Spin a Wheel on Google, but that's the only way I can really do this properly for some of the NPCs.
Everybody vote for themselves.
I don't know.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
There are two people that it's going to be entirely random.
You're Wheel of Fortuning the NPCs. I got it.
I have to do it for two of them.
By the way, that's a mentality I live my life by. Anybody that seeks power does not deserve it.
Yeah.
Leadership is best held by the people who do not want to lead.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting results so far. Looks like I only have... Okay. Okay.
It's very
Crazy.
much those who seek power are the least suited to it.
Ah, I forgot I actually have to do that a third time. Sweetheart, I need your answer too.
Oh, I have thoughts.
She
might-
a part of the vote.
She might actually surprise you. You know, vote for somebody you don't expect her to.
Well, I wish I want Dad to take it.
No.
She's allowed to vote however she wants. Don't feed her suggestions.
What's the vote minimum here? Is it just majority?
Probably.
Creepy Johnny, who has basically elected himself, though he voted, as the master of counting, because he's been kind of in charge of the whole, like bets and all side things like this. And he just goes, "Do you guys want the names read off?"
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
I'll read everybody's name. I will start with myself. I, Creepy Johnny, have voted for Elijah. And you see him set a piece of paper aside. Jormungandr has voted for Laminsoft. Bessia has voted for Laminsoft. Omen has voted for Omen. We have Richie Valentino voting for Laminsoft. We have Elijah, King of the Peasants, apparently. I'm just kidding, I added that part. He voted for Elijah. We have Laminsoft Vega voting for Laminsoft Vega. We have Lilith voting for Dark Father. That wasn't an option. He sets it aside.
It's always an option.
Even Dark Father just kind of looks at you and kind of gives you like the hands to the side, like
Disappointed
what
dad
are you
look.
doing? Kind of a look.
He's got the annoyed dad look of, really?
She has no regrets.
Apparently.
And then, last but not least, we have the Dark Father. That's a great name. Who voted also for Laminsoft. Laminsoft wins with 5. Elijah comes in second with 3. So if Laminsoft dies, Elijah, you win. And Dark Father and Omen will have to fight it out for the losers bracket.
Omen will
apparently.
Omen will just shrug it off, and he'll just shrug it off and be like, "Eh."
Thessia's
Not even like really that bummed by it.
Thessia's going to actually walk up to you and just whisper in your ear, "I can't have you saving you from being my opposite, so we can never see each other again."
Damn.
That's deep.
He won't.
Oh shit.
His face won't outwardly show it, but he'll look at her at the corner of his eye and give her a little half smirk, as to say, "I heard you." As it's well, that. Jeez, motor mouth running too fast.
I don't think you did, Omen.
Yeah, she's essentially saying that she has prevented you from never being able to see her ever again by voting against you, and that's why she did it. Richie just gives you a look, Elijah, like, yeah, I got mine. It's finally over.
I thought we were friends.
Hey man, you know, this evens the board, and you know, you don't want to return back to Voldar, and I don't care where he goes, if I'm being perfectly honest. And I don't know if you'd have to go back there, but you know, again, I don't really care where he goes. He's still pointing at Lamonsoft. And Lamonsoft just kind of shrugs like, I get it. Because at the end of the day, he started this. I just thought it would be funny, says the Dark Lord.
I'm just a little curious what would have happened if you'd have voted for me there, Dark Father. Would we have had to fight for it? Confused.
Creepy Johnny just stands up. No, we just have a second vote. Runoff elections.
What happens with her though? She like voted for somebody who wasn't even in consideration. It just points at Lilith.
She would have just probably done it again. She's muted, so she's not going to be replying to that, I guess.
I'm sorry, I was talking to my sister. What was a slander against me?
He pointed
No,
at
it wasn't a slander. It's just like, well, what? Like, she voted for somebody who wasn't even on the ballot. That, like...
Listen, I did that my first voting thing in real life, so...
I mean, fair enough. Good on you for playing your character. I just saw you go for the in-house shitpost of voting for me.
Yeah,
I was really going back and forth. I'm like, no, I gotta stick to what Lilith would want. So.
Yeah, as a fun little side story, I accidentally ran for senator with my state and got 20 votes because I thought I was running for alderman.
Well, guess what?
I remember that.
Starting next year, I'll be old enough. Y'all can vote for me for president.
I'm tempted.
But
You hear that, chat?
there's nobody watching this right now. I'm just gonna keep it above 55.
Shh. Let me be delusional.
Anyway, very good. That's been taken care of. Now to the gifts. I'm going to grant the four of you immeasurable power. If you'll accept it. Uh-oh.
I can't speak for them, but I accept it.
I can't hear Flame. I saw him trying to talk.
No, sorry. I was gonna say them are like, no, he wouldn't. Yeah, he accepts it.
Omen would as well.
All right, everybody. Present to me your left shoulder.
Okay.
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 Lilith does without question.
You watch him hold up his hand, and you start to see a small star form. and he walks up to you and puts his hand with the star into your shoulders.
Is it like a brand?
Yes. Your
Jeez.
scar looks exactly like his eyes do right now.
Nice.
Makes Lilith so happy.
And let me show you guys what you get. I'll have one of you read it out. I gotta just find it.
This is equivalent to saying you get a tattoo of your favorite band.
For Lilith, I'm pretty sure for Lilith it is.
Just making
Yeah.
sure that I'm reading this correctly before I paste it. Whoever wants to read that may.
Blessing of True Darkness. Usage once a day. If the group holds their action, the final person in rotation may utter an agreed upon phrase. Uttering this phrase, the target creature or creatures are enveloped in true darkness while the group gets to make one attack with advantage. This attack can have class or item abilities added to it. Oh shit.
Ow.
Because there's a rogue in here.
Yep.
So basically, we all have to hold an action,
We all have to agree to everything on it, yeah.
and it creates an area of true dark that we can then proceed to mess up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With one attack with everything you've got. Or whatever you choose to
Nice.
use.
That's really nice.
That would be brutal if we all just stacked everything.
Yeah, that's the point. I knew what I was getting myself into when I created that, but you guys truly went through something crazy and pleased an extremely powerful being.
I'm gonna copy and paste this into my character sheet.
I have a code word in mind.
Oh yeah,
You guys can...
Midnight.
Midnight?
midnight.
Oh.
And that's kind of an Easter egg from the old True Realms then too.
Yeah.
If you other two are all good with that, then that's what it'll be.
I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I like it.
Well, I was talking to Omen, who hasn't said anything yet.
Just call it Operation Midnight.
All right. God damn. All right.
But you, and he points at you, Lilith,
Yes.
your status is one that cannot go any further, as you have chosen the profession that you are now a part of.
Yeah. If you're speaking, you cut
Yeah,
out.
I saw that
But yeah.
happen, yeah. He just said basically, because of what you chose to do, your status cannot be improved. And just basically looked for you to acknowledge that he said that.
No, yeah, she completely understands. Doesn't question any of it.
However, what is a king of the entire, or soon to be king of the Underdark here, the true world as it is known by us, without some sort of queen? That could be you, if you so accept.
I accept. No thoughts. Just accept.
He just kind of like turns his head a little bit, like, really? Not even like 5 seconds? All right. Very well, then it is. You now share
You are
authority
all-
with me.
She's trying to just hold in all her emotions.
Gets a shadow crown with like stars in it.
Oh God.
Yeah, she can't wait to brag about this to her brother.
Shit, we got 2 royalties in this party now.
She gets like the crown of Durin, where it's literally just like 7 star points.
Please tell me this crown lets her cast the spell Crown of Stars.
Now, I didn't say there was a crown.
No, I'm shit posting.
Now go, rest. You must be off to the city if you want to handle this problem anytime soon.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, Lilith listens and leaves. And if anyone's watching her, they'll see happy tears shining in her eyes.
As you're turning to go, he just kind of looks really confused. Where the hell are you going?
Oh, I'm not going. Okay.
Are we not married? I mean, I guess it's up to you, but I figured
No,
you'd hang
we're
around a
married.
while.
No, I'll hang around.
He was gonna go find a corner to fangirl in for a minute.
He doesn't know what he's getting himself into. This is the only area.
And all throughout the Underdark, a mad squeeing was heard.
Well, you get the sense that he's probably trying to find a fanatical psychopath that will be 100% devoted to him, and a little bit of
I got it.
a little bit of lore that I'm just gonna give you for free. He only does this every 1,000 years.
I begged him. I got him.
He can now have a son if he wants.
She's gonna be yandering all over the place. He's
And it
mine.
wouldn't be much of an abomination because it's a Yanti and a dragon, so it'll
Yep.
have skills.
That's why I
naturally.
said that it's compatible.
Ah.
As
It'll
you
be fun.
Delicious kid.
as you guys go for your rest, banged up, shocked, arm hurting from the branding that you've received. That will be where we end this session, and you all do get a level up.
Yay. Above game, if I am staying with the king, I don't know how, unless you know, I don't know how I would be related to the next of the story.
What do you mean?
He
The-
could
the
send you
king.
along to make sure we actually do what we said we're gonna do.
I suppose. Okay. It just sounded really final. I was like, okay, yeah, I'll stay. I'll be the
Royal
trad wife.
Royal Envoy.
We'll talk about that.
Okay.
But
But level up.
yep,
Okay.
leveling up now. Let's start off at the top of the list. Chaos, what dice do you get? Chaos. Chaos.
I got a 7.
Okay.
I got a 7.
What dice do I roll
Sorry.
for you?
D8. Sorry.
Take the 7.
Sorry.
Blaine.
Need a D10.
Okay, what did you get?
I got a 10.
Keep the 10. Lilith, I already know what you get. You get an 8, so tell me what you roll.
I got a 6.
Take an 8.
Oh, okay.
Elijah,
Thank you.
D10.
what'd you get? If anything.
I got a
I did not catch that.
A roboted.
He got a 4.
Oh, take a 6. All right. Well, that's that. I got to level up the
Yeah.
NPCs as well. I hope that was fun.
That was.
It was very fun. I want
Am
to
I
fight
back
another
now?
dragon.
Yes, you're back now.
I got a 4.
You get to take a 6.
Yay.
But I don't know. We're coming up to a pretty big point. We can either find a topic here, or if you guys have some sort of question that you want me to peel the curtain back on, we can do that as well. It's up to you.
Were you like fully expecting at least one NPC to die? Or were you hoping none would die?
As I take it, your vote is for peeling back the curtain.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we
pretty much.
can we ask you one question?
Yeah.
Can we ask one question each?
Yes,
that'd
everybody
be
gets to
good.
ask
Cool.
one question each and give me a title suggestion, starting at, of course, the top of the list being Chaos.
My question would be just how strong was that dragon? Like, how big was its health pool? I want to know.
333 health. I did not add to it like I originally planned uh, because you guys had fought everything else that had a health bar of, well, originally it was 52 until Lilith gave everybody else 72, but and the AC was quite beefy, but you guys were able to strategize smartly. So there's that. But what's your title
Whoa.
suggestion?
Uh. Hmm. Final conclusions.
All right. Flame, your question and title suggestion.
How much did you nerf that dragon?
I didn't at all. The problem was I didn't roll very well on the breath weapon. He got it to start out because they start out with it, period. But
Yeah.
he failed to get it back the second time, and the third time I forgot about it because, well, the third time he got it off. The fourth time I forgot about it because I was focusing on trying to swatch you guys more than trying to blast you guys. But there wasn't really much to nerf on that one. After a while, there's not a whole lot of benefit to having him fly around.
Fair. Just wanted to ask.
It was just kind of the because I did have him take his legendary action to swing at you guys, and he kept missing somehow. And then at the same time, you know, with Chaos being his only target and he patient defense the one time, that puts a stick in it. And then at the same time, you know, you guys didn't really give him a whole lot to legendary resist, so there wasn't anything to be super powerful on. You guys just kind of, you know, sticks and stoned him to death rather than fancy tricks.
Yeah, we did.
There's a lesson in there somewhere.
Repeatedly beating on something will eventually take it down or fix it.
Yep. And what is your title suggestion?
Dragon Slayer.
That's strong. All right, Thunder, what do you got for me? Question plus title suggestion.
I was gonna say Dragon Slayer too, so he took my but question was the original were you mentally prepared for an NPC to die?
Oh, I was completely
Or-
prepared for it. I just wasn't prepared for the one that almost died to almost die. I thought it was going to be somebody
Oh.
else. Actually, I thought it was going to be two other people entirely. And because of the
Oh.
way things kept getting moved around, there was just no way to make that work. I really thought that it was either going to be Lamonsoff or Creepy Johnny, you know, eating it, but you know, Thessia and Richie were always going to be staying at a distance, so they weren't going to be in that kind of danger. So that's not how I saw that going, with Thessia almost dying. But Trucker, what's your question and your title suggestion?
I don't know if I can ask my question because it would give me meta knowledge for next session. But title suggestion: Kings and Queens.
It's not bad. As for me, I will peel back the curtain on this bit of knowledge. This could have gone completely different. Originally, you guys were supposed to kill both of these dragons. In fact, there was a chance that you were going to get into this all-out brawl where you're going to it was going to be Ancient Void versus Ancient Wasteland versus you guys in kind of a battle royale scenario. So you would have to almost hope that one hated the other more than you guys. But then, Lilith came along, and you guys shockingly played ball. I really didn't think it was going to go very well.
The way I see it is, Elijah, I now have 2 dragon allies, sort of.
Got it.
Yeah, I mean, your relationship with this guy is so long as you don't stop him from doing anything he wants to do, he's not going to kill you.
As long as he don't come up to, the inferior surface and start causing shit, I don't think it's going to be a problem.
Yeah, that's all for the next game to find out. But as for my title suggestion, I did not really. I mean, I didn't have anything similar to anybody else's, and it would probably get outvoted at this point since we have 2 for Dragon Slayer. So I'm just going to do what Trucker did with his question and abstain.
Okay.
The vote was very impromptu. Okay. I did not expect you guys to hold a vote for who gets to become the next king of winter.
I'm a little hurt.
Really?
I mean, yeah, sure. Yorman was like, well, Elijah, why don't you do it? And then Omen was like, well, Elijah, why don't you do it? And then hell, even Lilith was like, well, shit, you're right here. Why don't you do it? And then none of you fuckers voted for me.
Well, you started like you didn't want it, so I was like, I guess he doesn't want it.
You gotta
Let's go with
understand where
Lamb
Elijah's
Sauce.
coming from. Every time Elijah's been given that kind of power, he doesn't really see it as a good thing. He doesn't want it. Why do you think he's so against being called, like the actual king? He's the king consort in his own mind. He does not have the power of a king in his own head.
That's why I figured it'd be better to go with Lamb Sauce, someone who's been around for the longest time, doesn't give 2 shits, and did serve under the Tyrant King, and was like, yeah, this dude is an asshole. I don't like him. I figured like Lamb Sauce would do better than the Winter King, you know?
Yeah, but see, like another big problem is you just said it. He doesn't give 2 shits. Do you really want somebody who doesn't care have that much power?
There's another problem that kind of kicks off here. As you were told, Ophelia kind of runs Vuldar right now, so that would also create some contention. You're not even sure you're not sure if the Fey King goes back to Vuldar, or if they go somewhere else, or if they can choose, or what the story is on all that.
Yeah, it's, I'm not really upset I lost it because I don't know what all the fallout would be. I'm just kind of going for the meme here.
There would have been a lot. There's still potential. The only reason I'm not telling you what could or what would happen at that point is because there's still potential that you do something and
still die.
Lamonsoff can still die, and you guys can also still end up accidentally being the one that kills him. So
that's fair. Like, I don't think if anyone's like, well, why didn't Flame offer up Yorman? Jormungandr wouldn't want to be ice. He wouldn't want anything to do with water. He wouldn't want it gone because it does affect things from where he's from. But Yarman hates ice. He hates the cold. If this was like Selena, yeah, she'd probably take it in a heartbeat. Just be like, "Fuck it, I'll do it. I don't give a shit."
There could have been this really interesting dynamic where Elijah basically turns into a polar bear.
There's
He
still
could've, yeah.
plenty of potential. Like I said, just because you guys voted for somebody doesn't mean that's how it's gonna go when
One of us gets the killing blow on accident. It's like, "Congrats, you're the Winter King now." It's like, "Fuck."
you guys have.
Or somebody rather sneakily intentionally gets the killing blow. You never know.
You guys
Yes.
have. Here's the thing. You guys did a vote in character. This means, while this has story implications, I'm just gonna rip the band-aid off for you guys. It doesn't mean anything. You guys made a decision, but not only do the dice actually get to decide, but I refuse. I'm telling you here and now, I completely 100% refuse to do anything about it. I will not try to rig anything or do anything. Whoever gets it, gets it.
Oh, that's fine.
My hands are off the wheel. You guys are gripping at the steering wheel every which way, and I'm hands off.
You have Pontiused yourself out of this. You have washed your hands of it.
There are 2 fights that are going to happen in this game where I am not. I'm in as much charge as you are. I refuse to do X, Y, or Z. My hands are clean. We're just playing with what happens.
Because this could very well be this thing where the entity itself is the power, and it doesn't matter whoever it goes to. They still end up being the weird tyrant that they always were anyway. So
I mean, there's a reason there's that old saying, "Absolute power absolutely corrupts."
But I think this is a good place
A
to.
great father.
I guess that's because you're all on his good side. You have no idea. This guy is.
So you married him too, so you know what?
This guy is.
Mm-hmm.
This guy is.
that guy could
neutral evil.
kill a puppy in front of you and you'd still be okay with it.
I'd be like, maybe the puppy had
Wow.
rabies. Who's to say?
Oh my!
You can walk over to like a puppy and orphanage facility and just go, "Nuke."
I don't like that
Destroy
shit.
it
Burn
all.
it down.
And she just goes, "They were in his way.
They were gonna grow up to
Check
be
the back
bad dogs
taxes.
anyway.
Yeah, check their back taxes. They were stealing."
Magistrate, I don't like that shit. Burn it down.
No, I got a lot of fun things planned for you guys in the King Winter fight. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Please tell me we'll be level 15 when we fight him.
I don't know. What
That's
level are you now?
14.
Ooh, it depends on what you get. If you guys go off the rails and do something completely different and earn yourself a level up when you go to the Eternal City, it's up to you.
Because if some stuff comes out about Lamonsoff and he ends up being a psycho, I really don't think he should have it.
I think you guys have seen
Look, if
enough of
Lamonsoff becomes a
Lamonsoff at this
psycho,
time.
he hasn't seemed very bad. If Lamonsoff does something that makes us change our mind completely, I think it'd be something that would make us all be like, "All right, let's put him down now," kind of activity. He'd have to do something like super terrible, you know?
I mean, he could be playing a game. You never know.
Well, maybe
That's
I get to
the
fight. Maybe I
thing.
get my fight with Lamonsoff after all. I don't know.
You also got to remember Elijah doesn't really have any good feelings for the Raven Guard anyway. So
That's fair. And Yorman doesn't care. He didn't have anything super negative against them, so.
Well, technically, this is a Raven Guard from 200 years before you, so you don't know what these guys are like.
Mhm. He's been around the block a couple times more, you know?
Plus, he's been just he's been friendly the whole time, and if you guys tell him to get lost, he's been respectful the whole time. He's never done anything.
Yeah.
But unless somebody has something groundbreaking, I think this is a good place to end her.
No. I will
No.
say I put 4 episodes of Gold Valley up, and I'm working on getting at least a couple more of Ocelia's up here in the next coming days.
What, on Spotify?
Yeah, for podcast stuff. I'm just working on getting the podcast episodes coming up.
Yeah, hopefully those get views.
I do too. It's gonna take time. I'm working on it.
Well, on that disappointing note, adios.
Good night, everybody.
Wow. Adios, folks.